Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Bobby Hobby and Custom Builds. In today's episode, we're doing part two of figuring the fog lights out. We got to put the top console back up. If you notice, I don't have the headliner back in it. That's because I'm going to get some new material and reupholstery that foam. Uh, but we come to the conclusion in the last episode that possible relay fuse under here that the wires for the fog lights go into is bad. So I went down to the shop where I work at, and the boss let me, pick through some of the old parts that we got, and I found this relay fuse. So what I'm going to do is, let's get down here, see if I can get it where you can see that fuse down there where it goes. Let's see. Got the brake pedal right in there. Them little gray wires. There's a little black thing hanging down here. This guy. Yeah. You can see it right at the tip of my finger there. Anyway, see if I can. Right there. That little black thing right there holds this guy. So, let's back you up just a hair there so I don't knock you over. I'm going to get down in here and plug this guy in. Okay. Now, I'm going to take this gray wire, which go to the fog lights, and take the other one here. I'm not going to put the switch in it yet. I'm going to wait till I've got the console up as long as this works. But we're going to just go ahead and connect these two wires here, which would be like if the console is still up here and the switches were in it, that would be like flipping that switch and turning the fog lights on. So now I'm going to move you out there and show you the front of the truck. I'll put the keys in turn the key on, and whenever I turn the key on, the fog lights should come on because the switch is on with it wired together. So let's go over there and give you a quick look at the fog lights, because we know we traced it down and got them to come on by going to that, hooking straight to that wire that was coming in and what have you. So there they are, guys. I'm going to go put the keys in, the key in, and turn it on. I'm going to let you know right before I turn it on. If you want to leave a comment and tell me that they came on, awesome. All right, are we ready? Here we go. Key on. Well, did it work? Let's come see. Oh yeah, we got lights. Look at that. Mm, mm, fog lights. Yay, fog lights. Ah. Don't worry, I ain't quitting my day job. I know I can't carry a tune in a bucket, but it's fun to watch me try, right? Alright, guys. Let's, I gotta go get some tape real quick. Whenever I come back, we'll start routing the wires back up where they go. We'll start putting that back up there in the other wires. But give me just a minute. I'll be right back. Alright guys, everybody, I'm back. Let's get this up here. Kind of sprinkling a little bit right now, so I gotta try to hurry. But I'm not gonna just like rush. Anyway, let's get to it. Go ahead and unhook these two wires here. I need to look around and find my heat shrink because I don't much like black tape. Nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying on something like this, I think it's probably better to use this heat shrink here. I've got all kinds of it, so whenever I go connecting the wires and everything. Okay, let's see, what do we got here? Uh, that's going to be 2, 4. Yeah. Okay. All right. That's not what we're going to do right yet, though. We got to get these wires ran back up where they need to be. I mean, I'm not in disagreeing with taking black tape and little places here and there, you know, to hold stuff in, but, you know, like this, wrap a little piece. I don't have any black tape. I mean, I guess I could run some heat shrink down this bunch of wires here, but, I mean, I've got these little clips that'll hold them into place, and then whenever I put the plastics back up there, guess what? They're good again. Up, out of the way, you can't see nothing. That's what, you know, that's the way. Ooh, that might not be the right screw. I don't want to put the wrong one in there. Yeah, it is the wrong one. That goes to the dome light. This one goes here. You can tell because it looks just like the other one. By the way, it's sprinkling. Yes. Yes, it's sprinkling. Okay. I'm only using the duct tape to, I'm only putting it back where it was. You know, everywhere there was duct tape, like right up here, to over the wires to keep them from sagging and stuff, and maybe pushing down on the headliner whenever it goes back up. But you don't want uh, this stuff pushing the headliner down either. So, you know. So we're going to put this piece right here where there was a piece already. And the point of putting the tape where there was already tape at is, you know, one, you don't put extra glue marks up here if you ever want to paint this. This is in great shape to paint on the inside. Is the outside needs a wet sanding, some maroon on the top, and pretty much a clear coat will suffice this paint job, revive it, you know, make it, you know, like new again. So the wires went up right here. You can see where the tape was and where it's not. So we'll get us another piece of tape. I'm gonna, in this video, after we get done with this, I'm gonna reveal some projects. Stupid train. I've got a couple new projects for one for the model side of the channel, and then a few others for the RC side. I got some a subscriber donated some foam RC airplanes that's been crashed and stuff. They're broke, but they need fixing. Whenever I got the model, I got some foam tacky glue and stuff that I'm going to try out with it. It's for foam, glue and foam, which these planes are foam. So, you know, figure if it's for glue and foam together, wouldn't it be good to get for a foam airplane to repair? Anyway, we'll show them to you here in a bit. Once we get done with this, I want to concentrate on this first, because if this takes too long, you're probably not going to want to hang around to look at some airplanes. But anyway, back to what we're doing here. Enough with the, oh, I better get this guy out of here, because that goes in there. And these guys go right there, so let's get another little piece of tape. Boom, boom. I'll probably go to like Hobby Lobby to get the fabric that I'm going to use for the headliner. I think, you know, that'd probably be the cheapest route anyhow. Which, you know, I'm not saying that it's going to be cheap. It ain't going to look cheap. I mean, okay. Now for the hard part, and that's to hold this in place, line the screws up. I've got to fish the wires, get this mess unmessy. I'm probably going to arrange the wires differently. This one to the switch. This one's the one that's not supposed to be tied. Look at me. Be right back, guys. I gotta go get something to splice these wires back for the switches and stuff. Hey, everybody, I'm back. Splicing this stuff down here. supposed to go on the switch like that, but I'm not a big fan of that. They come loose sometimes. Well, I'll leave it. I'll leave it. Hey, Bobby, guess what? You're forgetting one important thing here. Oh, yeah? What's that? You're forgetting the heat shrink, doofus. Duh. At least I remembered this time before I got it all the way together. And then remembered to put heat shrink on. That would have been great. Not really. Let's go do this. Thought if there's more guys in here. Well, it looks like I'm missing one of the visor bolts and one of the dome bolts for some reason. I don't know. Figure it out somewhere though. It goes there. Let's just do this part first. I know where everything is to this part, so let's do this first. Fortunately, I don't have don't know what I did with the pins that were on this. Thought I put them in here, but I guess I didn't. I don't want to hook those up until find what I'm looking for anyway. Because I don't want to be moving that guy around and knocking it out, you know. Yanking those wires out. That wouldn't be good. Okay. Maybe I just dropped them over here somewhere. Hope this ain't too boring, guys. Don't much cut this stuff out. I might edit it out. I might not. I usually don't. I leave everything in. Usually. Mistakes, all that good jazz. Well, there's those two bolts. They're still in it. Oh, it's because it only has two bolts. Yeah, never mind. I'm not missing those two. That means I'm only missing one screw. Let me look over here. I think I threw stuff in the trash can yesterday. If they're in there, they'll be right down here at the bottom. I ain't really threw. Yep, there's one. Come on. Tell me I threw the other one in here. In here. Oh, please. There ain't nothing but a couple pizza boxes in here. Oh no, I only got one of them. Couple pizza boxes and a couple soda bottles, so it's not all nasty. Thank goodness. Might be in this. Okay. I know I found one of them here, so that's good. Hopefully I found both of them. You look through all this black tape that was wrapped up on these wires. I might have wrapped it around it while I was... Anyway. So far it's not in that bundle. This one's the one that felt hard. Let's open this one first and see if it's in this one. Probably not. It's probably just tape. I might not get lucky, but I might get lucky. You never know. Let's go ahead and... Whew. Not in any of these. This is what I'm unraveling. Nope. I found one of the little deals. I did not mean to toss those out. Did burn it. Hey, there's the screw I was missing. Ain't that cool? Ah. Uh, be right back, guys. I'm gonna look around a minute. I'm not gonna make y'all suffer. I'll be back. Hey everyone, I'm back. I found it. Yay! It was laying next to the trash can. In other words, whenever I accidentally threw them away, one of them made it in and one of them didn't. Of course, you already knew that whenever I said I found them by the trash can, so, you know. But anyway, hey. By the way, if you're liking the content, go ahead and smash that little thumbs up down there to give me a like. If you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. Smash the bell so that you get notified whenever I upload new videos. Hopefully you're enjoying this one. If you have a 95 Dodge Ram or really any vehicle, it may not come apart exactly the same, but it's gonna, kind of fairly be the same, you know, unless like some individuals, not all of them, because every individual doesn't do it the same. This one seems to have been done from like a shop. I know that Bruce, the one that owned the truck, he wouldn't have modified it any. He doesn't, you know, he wouldn't have messed with it any. Oh, I already had one on there. Look at me. Oof. These ones might need to be a little bit, yeah, it's going to have to be a little bigger than that. Get my heat shrink back out. These sizes are going to be more appropriate because of the connection. And these ones were almost not big enough. But you just want to get that slid over the wire real good. Some people would use a little torch, they work too. But I've just got my little handy lighter here. You just want to strike that ladder and kind of run it back and forth and twist that around, kind of evenly heating that up. You don't want to go too much because you'll end up melting it and then you'll have exposed wires, and that's what you're trying to avoid is exposed wires. So we'll go ahead and repeat that process with the other one. Oh shoot. Did I just lose the other one? Bobby, Bobby, Bobby. I did. I lost it. How did I lose it sitting here? Did I have it in my lap and stand up? Ah, found it. Sitting on my leg. Mic's still on. This can be hot, so sometimes y'all want to lick your fingers so you don't get burnt. I shouldn't have cut these. I should have just put a wire in there, but you know, sometimes uh, you don't think about other stuff whenever you're just in the moment of trying to accomplish one thing. You might make yourself an extra issue, so sometimes it's a good idea to, you know, think about, you know, what you're fixing to do and make sure that it's, you know, gonna pan out better. Like, you know, it's okay. It wasn't no thing that I cut them off because, you know, I got the right stuff to fix it, like so. Uh, but sometimes if you can avoid doing that, go ahead and avoid doing it. Just saying. This was in the off position. I want it to be in the down off. These might be too small too. I might have to get a little bigger size for this. Okay, we're giving me issues doing it that way. We'll slide it over this way. Yes, it's gonna work. Love that heat shrink. Makes the job so much easier. Always make sure to slide your heat shrink on before you connect the wires. Otherwise, it's pointless. If you slide it over the wires and do it, then you run the risk of the heat shrink falling off. This way, the heat shrink's not going to fall off. Plus heat shrink, it's just a little cleaner than tape. I mean, if I was to, whenever I got the headliner in and the interior done and the seats fixed up and it's showroom quality, if I ever get there, which I will eventually. It might take me a long time, but guess what? I will get there. No question about that. I will get there. Oh, wait. I wanted that to be the dome lights. Cool. Ding, 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 ding. I hate that. We're doing a bigger one on this switch because it's got to go over the switch's prong. One of those little bitty ones, it isn't going to go over the prong very well. So. And then whenever I take this back down to do put the headliner back up, before I put this back on there, I'm gonna go ahead and pop this fabric off because I have some new LED light strips that are gonna match the dome light a little better. A bright white LED light, so that whenever I turn these on, you can actually see it as well. Whenever this one is on right now, it don't really put out a lot of light. It's old, and it's 30-year-old. This stuff's been on here since this truck was new. So, okay. Okay, I just gotta pop that switch out there and then flip it over. Okay, that's that. Hey, look! I didn't forget this time. Okay. Tape's coming down. All this has got to fit back up in there now. Can't tighten it down too awfully tight because you don't want to break the wood. Don't forget the foam from the headliner is not in there right now. So if you're wondering why I'm just making it to where it's not rattly. I don't want to break this wood up. I just don't want it to jiggle around, if you know what I mean. I don't want it to be vibrating and stuff. Yeah, see, there we go. Aha! Hee-hee, hee-hee, aha. Should probably put this back in before, because that's gonna look funny. Ah, shit. Goes in like that. Hope I didn't just break it again. Like an idiot. Whew. Fighting me. Alright, they work. Yay. Now it's just buttoning the rest of this little stuff up. Let's get this in here. So you see what I mean by brighter light now? It's gotta go in the right place here. Yeah, shut up, man. Ta-da! There's that. That might irritate me. That's rattly. Yeah, I think I'll wait to put the rest of that stuff up because it's going to be very rattly. I was surprised that this wasn't. Anyway, guys, that's all on the Dodge here. Let me put this stuff back in the console. That's it for part 2 on the Dodge. Whenever I got the material for the headliner, I'll do a video on putting the fabric on the headliner and that. But here in just a minute, I'm gonna show you guys some stuff that is future content coming up. So I'll be right back. Give me a minute. Okay, everybody, let's go this way. I'll dig this stuff out for you real quick to show you. Anyway, I'm going to come back right over here and show it all to you, so I'll be right back. Alright, everybody, I'm back. So, as you can see, I've got 4 broken RC model airplanes. 3 of them are foam. One of them is not foam. That'll be this one. It's got brand new set of wings. I don't know about this guy. I think he's supposed to be like this. It's supposed to be on there like that. But, you know, I might have to get a new one of those. This guy looks good. But, so we've got these. These wings right here look like they go to that guy. I'm gonna guess that these wings goes to the one that's broken in half. And then these wings here with the landing gear on them, I'm thinking goes to that far guy. So I might have to make a piece for that. They all have servos, I think. I know that one has a servo. This one has a servo. This one has a servo in it. That one, I believe, has everything on it. The motor, the ESC there. I think that's what this guy is. A chip, 2 servos. It needs a new little piece here. This guy is probably fixable. You know, if we can glue this back together. There's a few things I'll have to go and get. You know, that I don't have. You know, I'll take these to my local RC hobby shop and see if they make any parts for these. Besides that tail there, this guy's in fairly decent shape. I mean, besides the wings there, they need some work done to them. Then there's this guy over here. He needs a full glue together. The wings go on the bottom, it appears. I don't see how that would... No, they have to go on the top. What does it look like? These wings may go on the bottom. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, so I went over to Hobby Lobby to get a model to make some more content for the video, and I was like, let's see if they got anything for foam. So I got this foam glue here to try to glue some of these parts back together. This one's gonna need tail fins. I'm thinking I can order tail fins and stuff for these. This one's completely missing it, so I don't know if I'll ever be able to make that right and make it fly, but we'll find out if we can get parts for them. I'm sure we probably can, especially this guy over here. That one I can probably get like a wooden frame or something. That guy looks like he's gonna be cool. That's a metal frame there. Okay, so now for the other side of another portion of my channel, I like to try to build models. I've repaired one for a friend of mine. So I got this 1970 Pontiac Firebird. The decals and stuff come for two colors. Either this dark blue with the white and darker blue decals, or this white with blue and darker blue decals. But I'm kind of big about going my own way. I rarely ever follow the color coding and the instructions for paint. All of mine are usually all custom. Very seldomly do I try to go by that paint code. Like my Smokey and the Bandit Trans Am that I got in there, I followed the paint code on it the best I could. So the body is going to be this color. It's a color shift, goes from this green to blue. And I don't know if you can really see it on the lid or not, but yeah, there you go. You can kind of see the blues in it. I think that'll be real pretty. I have some other paints in there, light blue and a green. I'll probably use for some of the body parts and stuff. But I'm thinking I need to get some black paint because I want to do the main interior probably black. I could actually do a lot of the interior that hyper shift if I've got enough, or color shift. But anyway, I got 2 packs of glue. If you're interested in buying models and there's Hobby's Lobbies, go to your local Hobby Lobby. It's the only place I know of that actually you can walk into and buy your model. I don't know if you can go online and buy stuff, but they have an app. This is all the information if you need it. I'll hold here for a few. They have really good deals, guys. But look forward to some content of painting this up, gluing it, putting it all together. It's a skill level 4, so it takes a lot of detail, and there's probably some detail that I like to go ahead and throw into it that's extra. Building models are like any other hobby that you do. It's kind of an art. Same with this stuff over here, RC. You know, uh, if you guys have any parts that might fit these RC planes and you'd like to donate them to the channel, go ahead and shoot me an email. You can go over and check in the description of my channel. I've got my email address wrote down there. If you want to donate, say, funds, you can do so through YouTube. Of course, I don't know how that works particularly. Uh, I know that they, take half of it, which, I'm not opposed to that. That's how us YouTubers eventually start making money. Those of us who do, uh, getting paid by YouTube that's part of it. But so, if you want to do it that way, go ahead and do it through there. My Cash App name is in the description. money sign, Bobby84 Bobby. The first Bobby has a capital B. That's the only capital. Go ahead and check on the description of my channel for it. Anyway, look forward to content on trying to repair these airplanes, put them back together. I'll have to find controllers for them, stuff like that. There's going to be little things that I'll have to replace. This one looks like it has most everything. It needs a chip for the controller. But I might uh be able to upgrade some of the stuff in these, which is cool. Anyhow, if you like the content, go ahead and smash that like. Once again, I think I mentioned it once already. Subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. Smash that bell if you want to get notified every time I upload new content. Guys, it is Mother's Day today. Happy Mother's Day to all of the mothers who are viewing my channel. You know, making sure, you know, whether you're viewing it because you like what I post or you're viewing it to make sure it's safe for the children who may want to watch. I try to be family friendly on here. I don't always mark it as for children, but you know, I always try to be courteous to people who, you know, underage viewers as well. So, you know, and a piece of advice to go with the day is always be yourself. Do not let anyone push you into being something that you're not or someone that you are not. You will always be happier and more successful if you just be you. Do you and be you. And be proud of who you are. There's never any shame in being ourselves, guys, gals, boys and girls, children of all ages. Hey, I'm 40-year-old and I'm still a kid. I mean, come on, look, my toys. I got all kinds of toys. Go-kart toys, car toys, RC toys, model toys, greenhouse toys. Got to finish that project sometime. I mean, anyway, bottom line is be you. Don't let anybody pressure you into doing stuff that you don't want to do. And always do your best at whatever you're doing. No one can ever ask any more than that of you, as long as you tried your best. Anyway, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. And y'all have a great day.